What's going on, guys? Joey here. Really quickly before we get into the video, I just wanted to say that our annual sweaters, Flex sweater drop is live. You can pick between 3 different inks and a lot of different colors. So it's very possible that you can come out of this with a completely unique one-of-one sweater. Also, I believe we have 2 different sizes for the Flex logo on the back. All that will be in the description down below. We're taking pre-orders for another 2 weeks, and then we'll start making them. So, yeah, just wanted to bring that up before the video.
What is going on, guys? Joey Friends here at FLEXX Training Systems, and today I just wanted to talk about the Corrupted Strength Classic a little bit and just tell you guys what I really enjoyed about it, because there were some aspects to the meet that I haven't had the ability to experience in a long time. Kind of brought me back to the early days, the beginning days of when I started to get into lifting, before some things changed. So I just wanted to talk about that, and I hope that you guys get to experience such. First off, I want to say thank you to all my friends out there, Russ, Gia, Dion, the people working at the gym, for showing me just like amazing hospitality. Whenever I needed something, they took care of me, whether it be a car, a place to work, some water, people in the back to help me. Literally whatever I needed, they handled it. And that is something that I'm very thankful for. It makes me feel like they understand like what I'm trying to do, and they want to help me, achieve that by making my life a lot easier. There were some issues like getting the equipment like to the venue. Like they apparently like the person like illegal like delivered the weights, but there was no way to get the weights off the truck. They didn't have like a ramp or anything, so they had to scramble to figure that out. And yeah, just thank you for everybody for doing what they needed to do to do that. Also big thank you to Tina. She stayed up like super late the day before the meet and was doing like all the lifter cards and inputting everybody's openers and attempts and everything like that, and like rack heights and everything. So she also did the gear check. So it was just like a lot of unexpected like work that she did. And I just wanted to really mention that here because I'm with her all the time, so I'm seeing it. And, her hands were literally like black from, helping to get everything set up. And yeah, it's just, those are the type of people that you want handling business. So it was an amazing team effort by everybody to put that all together. This was my favorite Texas trip. I don't know if I already mentioned that, but just like being in like San Antonio, Austin, Fort Worth, I think, and Houston, like this Houston, I've been to Houston before, but this one was, I don't know, it was just like everything that I needed was there. It was more of a city. It was pretty dope. It was just dope. I don't know. It was just cool to get around. We had a really nice pho place. It was like the craziest service I've ever gotten. Weeze's house is crazy. It's like super, super, super high up in the sky. It has like an amazing view, and the way he changes his house was like really dope. It was just fun hanging out with everyone and seeing everybody. And, the lifters did great, like seeing all the girls in the morning, like just handle business. And, a lot of them, I got into the meet like last minute. They had other meets or something else was going on, and I just like saw an opportunity and I said, hey, would you guys like to do this meet? And then I hit up Gia, and, some people dropped out and we had some spaces and we made it happen. And it was really dope just to have my team together. It's a very small percentage of them, literally like not even 10%, but and seeing all the flex boys, the young flex boys that work with like the other coaches, helping out in the back and recording things for us, and Gia, the meet director, being super just like accommodating in terms of like, hey, I'm gonna need helpers, like I need people for this and this and this and this, and then just like basically facilitating all of that and letting it happen. It's rare that you go to a meet that lets you do those types of things, because usually they're so big on like, keeping people out of the warm-up room and things like that, and I understand that. But I think like at this point in lifting, like people have an understanding and a level of respect for lifters to like not get in their way and stuff. And when I first started lifting, that's how it was. It was like if like when I competed at the LA Fit Expo back in, I think it was like 2015, I had like a million homies in the back with me helping me with like everything. Like if I needed something, like there's tons of people there supporting me, so I miss that aspect. I miss, having a bunch of people there, like having to choose, or like, my brother's trying to help and then he gets like kicked out because he's like, we didn't pay. And I've already spent like $1 billion on like a million helpers the whole, all the 2 morning and afternoon session. And then I'm in prime time and it's just like super annoying. You know what I mean? And this meet was not like that at all. It was literally just, they just took care of it. Whatever I needed. And it's amazing to have that, like a workhorse, like Gia behind me, like whatever you need, I got you. Like literally, like go like top event organizer. Like she should run nationals, although the anxiety would probably be crazy. But yeah, it was super fun. It was dope seeing everybody there. And what I miss, and what the main thing that I wanted to talk about in this video, was that back in the day, that social aspect, just having your friends back there and not having to be, super restrictive, and just enjoying the moment and it being a super fun meet, as opposed to being like super formal. It's like quiet, nobody's talking when people are lifting, stuff like that. This meet was super fun. I got super into it when, like when Danny went up and she hit her last deadlift, I went crazy, because like I know what Danny had to go through to get to this meet, like all the obstacles we had to overcome, all the, just so much that we had to do to get here. So the fact that she was able to do it, a lot of the girls, not just Danny, like a lot of the stuff that they had to do to get to this meet, it was just awesome to see them follow through. Like a lot of lifters, if things aren't perfect, they don't want to show up. They don't want to handle business because like they're really embarrassed and stuff like that. Like, oh no, like I'm not going to hit an all-time lifetime PR. Like I don't want to go. But it's not always about that. Sometimes it's just making it to the end, making, like, yeah, sometimes shit happens in your life and there's nothing you can do about it. There's just nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. And it sucks when that stuff happens, but that's when you gotta kind of really think about like, okay, why am I competing? Like, what is it about my competing that makes me want to do this? Like, why do I enjoy this? And then you're gonna really figure out, like, at the end of the day, yes, we want to be our best, we want to be world champions and all that, but we also, like, there is a fun aspect to it. The, like, getting out of the house and seeing all your friends and, just putting it all on the line and all of that, and just living in that moment, that's super fun. That's super, super, super fun. And I think, I don't know, I've just been at so many formal meets. I missed having everybody together in one place like that. So I might do a coach's corner breaking down like the little Camden Weeze battle, if I could get the footage. Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to make content out of stuff that happened at the meet. I'm just to speak on them really quickly. Camden had made a lot of progress, and he had done things that people just didn't. Weeze too. I mean, they both made progress that people, like at the meet, they're like, oh wow, they're going for that number, like so surprised. And it's funny to me because I'm the one in the back with them. I'm the one, training with them and seeing how things are. So when stuff like this happens, I'm not surprised. I knew they could do this all along. And it just kind of ties into like belief. Like you have to believe in, you have to have big goals. Honestly, you have to believe in, just the impossible. You have to believe you can do things that other people probably think you can't do. But it's not just belief. You have to take action, right? Like you could believe all the things you want, but you got to actually do what it takes to get there. And, you know, me talking to these boys every day and seeing what they go through and seeing how they work, you know what I mean? It's a very rewarding feeling to see everything come together and them hit numbers on the platform. Like Cam's already hitting, you know, 1900. I have Weeze's stuff somewhere. Weeze to be able to get that deadlift and overcome, you know, yes, there's like a little bit up and down, but still like the improvements he's made. And if you guys could see how bad his deadlift was when he first started with me, like it was like, I don't think I've seen a worse deadlift just like on grip. Like it was so bad. Like his hand, like he just couldn't hold anything. And we got to work. We handled business and we fixed it up. And, you know, he was able to hit what he hit at 21 years old, right? At 771 deadlift. Like the strength is not a thing. Like strength is not a problem. It's really not. So I was just happy he was able to complete that and handle business. And I'm just excited for the future. You know, I have these young guys that are hitting these numbers that when I was coming up, nobody was doing these things, right? Like easily winning like open nationals with these numbers as a 21-year-old kid. Granted, the competition has gotten a lot, you know, tougher over the years as training gets better, people get smarter, you know, people, they listen to my videos and, you know, then the community starts training better, right? Which is a little bit true because I've heard from many people. Okay, 1922 total for Weeze. Very, very absurd total to be hitting at this age. He's gonna do probably like low nines next meet, and then we'll probably do mid nines after that. So I'm really excited. But yeah, the point is, guys, do what you're supposed to do day in and day out. Communicate with your coach, and on meet day, you know, give it years, give it 1, 2, 3 years, and you're gonna start to do things that you never thought possible. Like I'm telling you, I've done this like a million times with many different lifters now, and it's true every time. And it's always like super rewarding for me to be a facilitator of such. Again, shout out to everybody at CS. Shout out to the Houston family, Texas people. It's good to see the boys come down, and I just had a really good time. And I hope that you guys can go to a meet where you can have your family there supporting you, you can have your friends there supporting you, and it really just kind of reminds you, like, why am I doing this? You know what I mean? Yeah, that's pretty much it. All right, guys, thank you so much for listening. Try to get another informative video out as I'm playing catch-up. Not really too sure what I want to talk about, but feel free to leave suggestions in the comments below. All right, see you guys in the next one. Peace.